Are you living the Delaware beach lifestyle? You can't live at the beach and do nothing. This up-and-coming year-round area has lots to offer. Find out where to eat, play, and serve. Living the ultimate dream.
The 302 lifestyle. Welcome to my humble abode here in my little bat cave. Of course, I don't get to sit on the comfy seats, but if you're just listening to the podcast, you don't know what I'm talking about. Guys, I want to go over the top 5 reasons why we love Delaware opposed to other cities we've been to. So I've been all over the country. I've traveled to, I'm sure a lot of us have, but traveled to Florida, Georgia, gone all around the East Coast driving. I've lived out west, lived in Vegas, traveled all through California, up and down the coastline, drove all the way across the country several times, lived in Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Georgia, even did some time out in Iraq and Kuwait. And there's 5 things that I think I really love compared to all these other places I've been. And if you're thinking about moving down here, I just want to kind of go over some of these things that you can expect that you may not know when you're just visiting in the summertime. So one of these things is the weather. So we're actually going to have the Delmarva weatherman on. He is the anchor since I think 2010 or 2008. I don't want to mess that up. And we're going to find out exactly why the weather is so interesting here. But I love it because sometimes someone will say, "Oh, it's supposed to rain tomorrow," or it's going to snow, or we're going to get a really bad storm. And then I'm like, I don't know. Let's find out when it actually happens, because 9 times out of 10, the weather changes so rapidly here that it'll go from it's supposed to be crazy rain, crazy, or even the opposite. It'll be like crazy sun, and then all of a sudden, the next day comes around and it's opposite. So, it was raining all week, and then all of a sudden this weekend, the sun's out. It's beautiful out. It's still cold, but there you have it. And one of the main things that I love about this area is the weather, because in different parts of the country, you'll get either an extreme heat in the summertime. So like Florida's great. I love Florida. Part of me feels like you miss out on half your life when, you're not at the beach in the wintertime. But the thing is, it's not too hot up here. So in the summertime, you'll get some heat. It'll be humid, for a few weeks, but you're not going to get the crazy amount of like Vegas, 120 degrees, dry heat. You're not going to get the Florida 100% humidity all summer, 100 degrees, it feels like. So it's one of the things I love, is that these summers aren't too bad. The winters, so I come from Pennsylvania, and it was, on average in the wintertime, you get, anywhere from 3 to 8 inches of snow on average. And it lasts for weeks, and you're just dealing with it. If it is going to snow, I like a lot of snow because I want everything to be shut down. I just want to stay in my house, go build a snowman. But in Delaware, it's actually kind of nice because you don't have to deal with the crazy amount of snow or ice. It's been a little weird here this past week with getting really cold and a lot of rain, but for the most part, it's not too bad. You'll get some snow, and then the next day it's gone. I think living so close to the ocean, we get a lot of the salt air. So I think it has something to do with it. For instance, it was snowing up in Dover, but here it was just raining. So I really love it because there's not a too drastic thing. Now, fall and spring, you're also going to get a nice leaf change. Daisy, as you know, or may not know, but she's out from out west, where they didn't get a whole lot of the leaves changing and snow coming down. But here you get the 4 seasons. So springtime, it's great, a lot of pollen, but Flowers are out. It's really nice out. 70 degrees. It's not too humid. In the fall, kind of the same scenario, but the leaves start changing, and you got a good couple months of a nice weather with seasons. So I think that's the big thing I'm trying to say is that you get four seasons. Very nice. Winter, summer, spring, fall. None of them are too drastic, too crazy. You get to experience all of them. I think I'm born to live at the beach year round, nice warm weather. But the thing about that is, unless you're in maybe a very couple specific spots in the world, you're going to get either drastic heat, huge, like crazy hurricanes, or you're going to get drastic cold weather with like 10 feet of snow. Okay, maybe exaggerated a little bit, but you get my point. You get four seasons here, which is really nice. And that's one of the top reasons that we love Delaware. Now, the second part is food. So we came out here from Vegas, and I love food. I love eating. Every time I eat something great, I will always say this is the best food I've eaten in my life. Uh, I'm being honest. I just love food, and when I'm in the moment of eating, and it's something really amazing, just the flavors pop in. I just love it. So here you got crabs. So I love crabs. I love crab legs. I'm more of an Alaskan king crab, giant, uh, you know, giant leg. Pull out this giant long thing of crab meat. But either way, crab is just amazing. And you got the Maryland crabs here. Of course, famous for the crab cakes, but lots of food options here. So at the beach, you get a lot of restaurant owners that are moving from around the cities, or they've lived here, but there's just a different flair about food. So I love it here because we have some of the best Spanish or Mexican style restaurants that are authentic. You get the sushi. So we got a few sushi places around here that are just, you know, really good sushi. You'll get Italian. So we got like authentic families from Italy, like the Fibos or a couple others around town that are just so amazing. The food is just so great. A lot of homemade places. So you get places like Our Harvest, One Coastal, uh, oh my gosh, Good Earth Market, just places that are just really trying to do like the farm to table. And a lot of passionate people care about, allergies and some other things like that. Christina's Kitchen's great because they really cater to like homemade stuff. There's just so many. I could just go on for hours on food. So no, the top second reason why I love this area is that we got some pretty high standards. We come from Las Vegas, where it's the hospitality capital of the world, I believe. And even like breakfast, we got down at Honey's, we got Breakfast Guru and Rehoboth, just some really great breakfast places, and just all around food, guys. So second reason I love this area. Have you heard of float therapy? Holy cow, this is like the biggest secret in America, I think the world. Famous people, athletes, all these people are doing float therapy. And it's called Urban Float in Rehoboth. You can go to urbanfloat.com, click on Rehoboth, and check out these guys. You're basically sitting on 1,200 pounds of Epsom salt. Everything just feels so amazing. And you're on this weightless, de-stressing pod for an hour. I love it. You get a discount your first time. You can also let them know that you're from 302 Lifestyle. Check them out, guys. Sponsored by Urban Float. Third reason is the beach. How can I not say the beach? I just love the beach. Um, it's one of my favorite. Of course, I mean it's one of the reasons why we even moved here. Um, I don't know what I've done in my life without the beach, because going there is like it's a whole other world. You you just escape the hustle bustle, the craziness, the stress, the mind, and you go down to the beach, and the ocean sound in the background is just so amazing. You just get lost in it, the honest, the greatness, the just the vast size of the ocean, and knowing that this great planet is giving us life, and that there's a whole nother world, there's a whole ecosystem underneath the water. It's just really uh, breathtaking. Of course, you got surfing and fishing and just relaxing on the beach. People come to visit, and it's a reason that family comes to visit you, friends come to visit you that would probably never come to see you. You have a reason. There's a beach that they don't have in the land cities. Of course, they have like lakes and water and rivers. You got Baltimore and all those places, but there's nothing like the ocean. Okay, guys. Next reason I love this area is the people. So, having a place like this where you're so close to all these different cities, Baltimore, I say it all the time, all these people are moving here from all these great cities. You get such a unique vibe of culture here. My wife was, or not was, she is Filipino. Well, maybe not anymore. She's been whitenized, whatever that word is. Um, No, but Filipinos, I think, are coming here more frequently. You get a big Spanish crowd from Italy, New Yorkers. You just get this just unique culture of people, and I think everyone coming here, they're trying to have this like Bob Marley lifestyle, where you're just relaxing at the beach and chilling with the Jeep top down and all that stuff. It's a unique place, and it attracts some really amazing people. And I think that's one of the reasons why we decided to just stay here. Once we got to know the area a little bit, we just kept meeting these amazing people. And it's funny, like when you start adopting this, relaxed uh, mindset of, just trusting God and the world, and just loving people around you, you just start attracting all these great people. And we have come to know some of our best friends in the world here. And we don't know what we would do without all these great people. People that kind of lift you up in hard times. Now, it's easy to kind of get wrapped up in your own life, and you get busy in the summertime, and you know, you kind of forget about people. But it's funny, like you'll see them in grocery stores passing by. You're always waving at each other. And it's just really great to know that if something happens, there's a problem, there's a big storm, you're out of town for a little bit, there's just so many people that you can call, neighbors even, that you can trust and rely on. And of course, you get just like anywhere you live, you get the grumpy people, the negative Nancy's, all those. But for the most part, there is just a really incredible community here. All right. Lastly, what do I love about Delaware most is the history. So well, actually, that's not true. I think I love all of these things equally. Probably mostly the people, to be honest. But the history here is just so incredible. We got down in Lewis, and we're going to try to have a lot of these different historians and people on the show here. So stay tuned for all those great, amazing people. But the history here is really unique. You get Lewis, the first city in the first state. So it's nice to be able to say that. A lot of people don't even realize it. And going to some of these old towns and these old historic landmarks, it's really nice to have, a place that you have that culture, that history that ties you into America. And there's nothing else like it. I've been all over the world, all over the country, and having such a firm foundation in American history is so great. And you can just travel to Philadelphia, see where all that stuff started, and all these great cities around us. It all stems from this great area. And So also, that ties into that. You got hiking trails, you got state parks, you have so many places to go kayaking and fishing and golfing and hunting, and it's just so great. And because we're so close to the beach, a lot of the land is flat. So you do have a little bit of mosquitoes here, but how can you beat the awesome wildlife that the marshes bring, and the history behind everything is just so incredible. So you got the lighthouses, you got down south, you got the Assateague with the natural horses roaming wild. You get a lot of foxes and just nature that all stems from preserving American history with great places like Lewis, Dover, Georgetown. I could just go on with all these great little towns and cities, but it all ties into the history of this place. So I may be rambling on a little bit, guys, but this place is just so incredible. I can't even imagine not have been lived have. What am I trying to say? I can't even imagine not have lived here for any time of my life. So I will always talk good about this place. We try to convince people to move here. It is just an incredible area. So it's part of the reason why we started this show. 302 Lifestyle has just become a mindset for us and me. I love it. It's really nice to have people visit us because of the area. And, you get the ferry to go across to Cape May. There's just so many things to do here. We cannot wait to dive in with you guys here on the show, meet incredible locals and people and businesses. If you are wanting to be on the show, or you have a great idea, or you have just started something incredible in Delaware and you want to share it with the community, go to the link down below, guys. Sign up. You can go to 302lifestylebeachpodcast.com. You can always email me at dylan@302lifestylebeachpodcast.com. All right, guys, I think that's it. If you're also looking for a way to enjoy your life without being trapped in your house, cleaning your home, we are sponsored by That Guy with the Broom Cleaning Service. Check them out on Google. There will also be a link down below if you guys are looking for a special. whyamicleaning.com/302lifestyle, and we'll hook you guys up. Again, keep living the 302 lifestyle. We love you guys, and stay tuned.
Wish you could spend more time having fun and less time with chores? Go to 302beachtalk.com to get $20 off a home cleaning. You'll be entered to win a completely free cleaning. Eat, play, serve. Sponsored by That Guy with a Broom
and Urban Float.